Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a good week, and welcome to this new middle of the day market update. If you're new to the channel, then first of all, welcome. But second of all, what we're going to be doing today, and in this video at least, is do a full update on what's going on right now in the crypto markets. But for that, we will take a look at the broader broader financial markets as well. There's some interesting things we need to talk about, and just in general, it's never quiet these days, so there is a lot to talk about in general. And then based on that, we will make an assessment of what's most likely to happen from here. All right, so that's what we'll do. So let's get right into it. We'll talk a little bit about altcoins at the end as well. Although I must say that most altcoins, just before we get into the video, most altcoins are just very, very correlated to Bitcoin and to the market. All right, so you can see something like Arbitrum is quite strong right now due to the news that it got a Robinhood listing. So there are definitely outliers, and you can see here as well. There's outliers, and we'll talk about those. But it's more important right now to kind of talk about what's going on around the markets and what's going on with Bitcoin. So that's what we'll be doing. So let's get right into it. Now, first of all, the US market opened 45 minutes ago. That's why I'm making a video right now after the opening, because then we have a little bit more information to work with. So far, it's been a mixed opening. All right, we initially had a pretty good opening with the S&P 500, as you can see right here. But that has also turned around. I mean, you can take a look at the 15-minute time frame here. It's been up and down, all right? And in general, if we take a look at the S&P, which is very correlated and very often a direction setter for Bitcoin and risk on assets such as crypto, and you can see we've still held the bearish breakdown here, all right? So that's in general bearish. The dollar strength index has been extremely bearish as well, which is usually a good thing. But nowadays there is the fear for the trade war, etc., and the effects that will have on the US, and therefore also on stocks, which most of the valuable stocks are still in the US. Right, so that's also in general. I mean, you can see the VIX, the volatility index, is also still very high. So in general, that's the main thing, right? There still is a lot of instability, and sure, the dollar strength index then is bearish, but can we actually expect some bullish momentum from a bearish dollar strength index when all the other fundamentals are very mixed? I would say no. All right, so therefore, my opinion on Bitcoin is still the same as it was this morning. We're seeing some momentum kick in for Bitcoin here, and I do think that there's still a possibility that Bitcoin moves into the main resistance level right here at 92 and 93,000 if we see some sort of a positive development from the fundamentals, all right? Or if we get some good news, right? If we actually get some good news that's fully that's related either to crypto specifically or to the general financial markets, like if we get some sort of de-escalation with the trade war, then we can easily go higher to 92, 93,000, and then I would even say we have a chance to break out above that. But for now, as I said earlier this morning, what I said is that I thought it was most likely we would see some bullish momentum, but that from this resistance level at 92, 93, 90, 91, we would reject and we would drop back down to, well, the bottom of the range support we have, at least for now, at 83 and 82,000. And honestly, it looks quite likely that we've already topped out here. I mean, you can see at on the 1 hour time frame, there's a bit of a level right here at 89,500, and you can see what a strong rejection we have from that level. So the only way we can still make a higher high here on the 4 hour time frame is, I think, if we see some sort of news come up. But those are kind of the fundamentals and my thoughts on Bitcoin. That does mean, I mean, XRP this morning looked quite good, but I think it's no. My thoughts on XRP are still the same. It's holding on relatively nicely here. I just think it's most likely that this will continue consolidating, right? We're now consolidating around the POC at 2.41. I think that will continue, but that also means that when Bitcoin falls due to the correlation, I expect XRP to continue falling with that towards 2.3 and potentially lower, but that depends on the severity of the drop in Bitcoin and whether, look, this all looks very, very, very bearish. I'm not certain if Bitcoin will fall down a lot, right? I don't necessarily think Bitcoin is going to fall down all the way to 82, 83,000. But I do think we will remain stable instead of continuing to be bullish like we have been for the last 24 hours. That's in short my thoughts on Bitcoin. Now, talking around the markets, we have some news. Jump Crypto is coming back into the markets, which is neutral, I would say. And outside of that, that's it. I mean, tomorrow obviously we have the crypto summit. No, that's not tomorrow. That's Friday. Excuse me. So we will definitely see some volatility around that, and then it's also most likely that we will hear a little bit more about the strategic crypto reserve, etc. But it's not really doing that much right now. As you can see from the markets, most altcoins right now are, as I said at the start, following Bitcoin. And at this point of time, due to my expectation that Bitcoin will fall, most altcoins are falling together with Bitcoin. There's a couple of interesting altcoins. I mean, first of all, I still think Litecoin is quite interesting. It's at support. I would not necessarily buy this, but it is at a very interesting support level here. So if we get some sort of recovery or some sort of relief for the markets, I think Litecoin is one of the coins that will do the best. Bitcoin Cash has been quite strong over the course of today, so that's definitely a coin you can trade. Aptos, I saw this morning, is at an interesting position because you can see it actually bounced off of the range lows here. With strength, so this is at least if Bitcoin remains relatively stable, this can actually get a move up to the range highs again. And outside of that, the market looks pretty bleak. Here you can see volume. The usual suspects are putting a lot of volume, but it's a lot of red we're seeing right now. All right, so like I said, unless we see some sort of a relief for the stock markets, or unless we see some major positive headlines, I think this movement, like we're seeing it right now in the last 45 minutes, will remain a movement for the rest of the market for the rest of the day. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll keep you updated on the general situation as well. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.